This program, specifically to me, has meant a brotherhood. Coming on the team from all the way from Buffalo, New York, I didn't really know anybody, and they took me on open arms, and I feel like we mesh really well.
This program specifically, it's just like what everyone else says. It's the culture of family that Coach Kohau and the rest of the alumni and everyone else has instilled before us, and that we continue on, where no matter where you come from or who you are, like, as soon as you step on the field with us, you're part of that family.
The biggest thing we always say is family, and that's what it means, and that's what it is. It's a family. And these guys took me in from day one, the seniors that were here when I was a freshman, Coach Kohau, all of them, and it just continues, like, the legacy and passing it down, and that family culture, that family aspect. So that's what Delaware Lacrosse means to me.
This program was like a chance to play more. High school came around, it was beginning of senior year, coaches were talking to guys about committing and going to play, and I really wasn't going to make that move. I wasn't going to continue my career playing lacrosse until Del Val reached out to me. A few other schools reached out to me, and I was looking into it, and eventually I was like, Del Val, that seems like a great school, great program. Back when I got here freshman year, 4 years ago, it was a new program, and that was something that I kind of enjoyed. I liked about the program being the first class that wasn't going to play with the inaugural seniors, and be able to turn this program and keep building.
This program is really meant to me, just pretty much, like I said earlier, just a giant family. It's definitely helped me create a bunch of relationships with the guys on and off the field. The coaching staffs made me more personable with my professors and stuff like that.
I started playing in high school, and it was because of my pop. He played like so long ago, 60 years ago, something like that. That's why I picked it up, and so it was really cool to be able to play the sport that he played.
Lacrosse kind of taught me a lot of life lessons. It's taught me time management lessons. It's taught me how to put the work in to get the best results, and it's kind of made me become the best version of myself.
This program, it's definitely had its ups and downs, but I think the culture that we're trying to build here, Coach Kohau and the seniors before me, and hopefully my class, it means a lot, and hardworking, not exactly the most flashiest group of guys, but the type of guys aren't going to give up and going to keep going no matter what.
The culture behind the whole team is like oriented around family, and it's just like we're always as one. We did everything together, and even including the coaching staff, like our priorities were always like school, like family matters, and then lacrosse. So that was like a nice format to go off of. Like Coach Kohau has always kept us on track with like our academics and like really want us to succeed in life.
The bond with the senior class, it's really awesome. I love every single one of the seniors. We started out with, I think, like 11 or 12. We had 2 guys drop out, and then we got 2 guys that walked on. So from there, it was just amazing because we all got closer and closer and closer, even through COVID and getting a season canceled. We were all still able to stay in communication with each other. We all still pretty much live together, even from freshman year up until now.
Going back to freshman year, we all lived fairly close in Berkowitz Hall. Some of the guys that didn't live there, they were in that hall in our rooms more often than they were in their own. And it was a great thing to be able to bond with this group of guys. Over the years we've lost a couple guys, but at least nine guys have stayed and continued to play. And just being able to go through year by year with that group of guys has been a great thing.
Those are my 9 brothers that I have. We do everything together. We're together all the time. Last kids moving packs, and we 100% do. We're always with each other. So definitely, those guys definitely mean a lot to me.
I feel like, we've faced a lot of adversity this year, a lot of injuries, and, having such a close group, we've really brought each other up from when we've been really low. And, just outside of lacrosse, we have each other there for you know, hard times, and you know, if school's not going right, you know, we can bring each other up.
So this senior class, like as you know, with COVID and everything, we've been through like a lot, and I feel like that just like made us even closer because, you know, we were only seeing those guys during that COVID period, and it just like made us even stronger of a bond as a whole team, and it was really a nice feeling coming back last season and like seeing how much we've grown as a whole team.
And these are just all friends that I'm going to have way past college. There's going to be a couple of people that are going to be in my wedding, most likely. There's a couple people that are probably I'm going to stay in contact with for as long as I live, so they're all my brothers.
I think the most special thing about this senior group of guys is as close as we are and as much as we all love lacrosse, I feel like it's a group that would have been able to come together and form friendships like this without lacrosse. Just a lot of guys with similar values and similar things that we care about.
Ever since I got here, I could just always feel or always felt that I was always welcome no matter what. If I would go away for a bit, have an off semester, they were always there to come back in and pick me right up. And without them, I probably wouldn't be where I am today.
I was part of the class before the senior group, and then we kind of took them under our wings in the beginning, really got very close with them, and then now I feel like I'm pretty much just one of them. Like it really wasn't a difference between my class and their class. And we've dealt with a ton of adversity, like with COVID and everything, getting our seasons canceled, not really knowing if we're gonna have a season this season. But it's just been all around like a good time with them.
Definitely my favorite memories have been over spring break. Since we never ever got to like travel anywhere for spring break, it's always been like the entire team has like breakfast, lunch, and dinner together, going out, playing, doing bowling, and just doing a lot of lacrosse in a like week span.
Freshman year, Wilkes, short time left in the game. They're up by 1. They give it to number 5. Not a fan. I wasn't a fan of this kid whatsoever. So he gets the ball off of a timeout on the end line. We said throw a double team at him. It's me and my roommate Sean Mylod. I threw my signature little can opener, took the ball. Sean had the ball, and he was upfield before this kid even turned around. As I'm coming off the field from that play, getting a little mouthy with him and the bench, and I got headbutted in the back of the head, concussed actually. Thankfully, it was the last game of the season, but that's got to be a top memory there. We ended up going on to win that game. Thanks to that play, we were able to tie it up and then score one more.
My favorite memories at the time at Del Val is definitely on the longest bus ride home. We have a karaoke thing, and everybody sings a random song. You know, you got some people that go pretty hard at it, and then there's the other people that are just like quietly whispering the song. So it's been a pretty good time.
I think just like the team events that we do, like spending spring break together, getting that whole week of just like that bonding, moments on the bus, like the karaoke, the movies, stuff like that, you know, just like the little things you gotta appreciate.
Definitely the alumni games, like seeing the old upperclassmen and all, it was nice like catching up with them, seeing how they're doing in life. You know, it's always nice to see those guys.
One of my favorite memories has to be scoring my first goal against McDaniel. I think it was my sophomore year. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. They were a really good team, and we played a really good game against them. So being able to contribute to the goals, that meant a lot to me. Another favorite memory is breaking the squat record. I really put in a lot of time to be able to do that, and for it to kind of all come together and be able to hold that is something that means a lot to me.
Another great memory is that spring break that we had when we were sent home for COVID. We had a really close team that year. We were getting really close over spring break, spending a lot of good quality time together, and just formed some really good bonds.
The one biggest one was getting captain my junior year. That was a massive accomplishment in my mind.
My favorite memories were my freshman year. We played Marymount on the road. It was a neck-and-neck game. We came out with a win, so it was nice being like 3 or 4 hours away and getting a good win.
I want to thank the seniors and all the upperclassmen that came before me, kind of helped guide me on the right path. My parents, obviously, the amount of sacrifices they've made, it's unparalleled. And the coaching staff, they've taught me that lacrosse isn't just a sport, it's a way to give you valuable life lessons in the real world that we all got to be ready for.
I definitely want to thank my parents, of course, for sending me here, making certain sacrifices to get me through college. But I also want to thank Coach Kohout and the rest of the coaching staff for, like I said, keeping me on track for the 4 years I was here.
I definitely want to thank my parents, first of all, because of all the sacrifices they've had to make over the countless years of me playing lacrosse year-round. And then I'd like to thank Coach Kohout and Coach Witt for this season and Coach Kohout for seasons prior.
I'd like to thank, obviously my parents. Everyone's going to thank their parents driving it back and forth all these years. My high school coach, John Islonsky, great guy. He really believed in me after middle school lacrosse. That's a lot of playing daddy ball back then. Once you get to high school, it's the big leagues. Coach doesn't have any involvement in kids on the team. And he really believed in me and pushed me to be the player I am.
I would first love to thank my parents for pushing me, and then the coaching staff always being there, making sure I'm getting my grades done. And then obviously my professors, because they've been able to help me out so much throughout this process.
Definitely want to thank my coaches for always supporting all the guys, including myself. My parents for taking the trip all the way out here, and far road games, helping support me there. Also my brother, who brought me into the sport of lacrosse.
Definitely my parents. They were supportive of me starting in high school and encouraged me and gave me the resources that I need to be able to do it at a higher level than just high school. And on top of that, my high school coach, Coach Park, kind of taught me everything that I know as of right now about lacrosse. And besides that, definitely Coach Kohout, Coach Witt this year, all the other assistants that have been here since I've been here, Coyle, Hardy, Brady, all those guys.
My family, I have a lot of athletes in my family, so being able to look up to them and want to be like them, and taking a lot of life lessons on how to become the best at what I do has really helped me be successful.
Coach Kohout, Coach Witt, my high school coach, Coach DeAngelis, Coach Hardy, Coach Coyle, we're all here part of the program. My parents, definitely.
I think I'm going to miss playing with this group, great group of guys, and just the bond that we have. I feel like no other time in my life have I had this experience with such great guys, and I feel like we really work well together, and I'm going to miss it a lot.
Probably the brotherhood and how close everybody is, and the ability to reach out to anybody on the team and have somebody there that's ready to support me no matter what.
I'm definitely just going to miss the guys. Like I said before, it's a family, like you see them every day, and you grow these relationships that guys are going to be like in your wedding, and like your lifelong friends and relationships you develop throughout your 4 years here that will carry out hopefully through the rest of your life. It's definitely going to be a sad day parting from them.
Obviously, I'm going to miss getting out there every day. Fall, spring, no matter when it is, I love getting out there and being able to play lacrosse, the sport I love, with my friends, or practically my brothers by now. 4 years, I'm going to miss that a whole bunch.
I guess I'm just going to miss lacrosse in general. I've played it every single year round since I've been in second grade, so it's just kind of like a part of my life, so it's going to be weird not having that anymore.
I think what I'm going to miss most is just being with the guys every day, just same group that we've had. My class has been together since our freshman year, and we've become super close, spending every day together, living together, all that kind of stuff.
I'm definitely going to miss most is definitely all the guys. Being able to see them every single day, no matter what time of day, and then going from there to only really being able to text them and seeing them here and there.
I feel like I'm gonna miss everything about it. I feel like there's not one thing you can really put your finger on and say that you're gonna miss.